It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. I love fool's experiments. I am always making them. In the long history of humankind, and animal kind, too, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. The mystery of the beginning of all things is insoluble by us, and I for one must be content to remain an agnostic. A scientific man ought to have no wishes, no affections, a mere heart of stone. The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. I am turned into a sort of machine for observing facts and grinding out conclusions. The very essence of instinct is that it's followed independently of reason. Man selects only for his own good, nature only for that of the being which she tends. We can allow satellites, planets, suns, universe, nay whole systems of universes, to be governed by laws, but the smallest insect, we wish to be created at once by special act. There is grandeur in this view of life, with its several powers, having been originally breathed into a few forms or into one, and that, whilst this planet has gone cycling on according to the fixed law of gravity, from so simple a beginning endless forms most beautiful and most wonderful have been, and are being, evolved. I have called this principle, by which each slight variation, if useful, is preserved, by the term of natural selection. To kill an error is as good a service as, and sometimes even better than, the establishing of a new truth or fact. The highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. Freedom of thought is best promoted by the gradual illumination of men's minds which follows from the advance of science. I have steadily endeavored to keep my mind free so as to give up any hypothesis, however much beloved, as soon as facts are shown to be opposed to it. There is no fundamental difference between man and the higher animals in their mental faculties. It is always advisable to perceive clearly our ignorance. It is a cursed evil to any man to become as absorbed in any subject as I am in mine. Thank you for watching this video and wait for my next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.